Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is February 22nd, 2021, and this is episode 211. Today we're going to take a look at Red Sonja, The Price of Blood. This is the third issue of a three-issue arc, finishing up. It's from Dynamite. It's rated teen, and it was $3.99. And the only reason I bought it was I really like the cover. I know this artist. His name. Let's see what his name is real quick. Oh, Arthur Sudom. I think that's how you say it. I've bought something from him before at a convention, and I plan on trying to draw this on my own, trying to recreate it. I just really like the composition and the elements within this composition, so I thought it'd be kind of fun drawing to do. Now, there's no tiger mount in the book. The story, it's just kind of okay. It's nothing real great. It's not real bad. What surprised me was the interior art was pretty decent, after all, because usually what Dynamite does, if you're familiar with Dynamite, they'll have an issue come out in about 10 variant covers. This is just the regular cover. I liked it so much I went ahead and got it. They do have another cover just like this without the title on it or any words. It's just blank except for this image. And then many other variants of different pictures. So let's get into it real quick. This is going to be pretty short. Like I said, this was the third chapter of The Price of Blood, and the final chapter as well. It was written by Luke Lieberman. The artist was Walter Giovanni. The colorist was Adriano Lucas. And the letterer was Taylor Esposito. Okay. And like I said, this is a Dynamite comic. I dropped out. I was reading Red Sonja before when Gail Simone was on it, and then when I went to Amy Chu, I dropped it at that time. I took a look at it when Mark Russell was on it, and it just didn't look that good, so I've stayed away, except for this one with the cover. Now the story, it appears that they're just trying to get back at this this realm for killing somebody. Like I said, I didn't see the first couple issues. They set up an ambush on the road to stop the governor from coming in, only to find out it's like a double ambush, and they get jumped on. So I'm not real familiar with all the other characters that are fighting with Red Sonja. Only this blonde here is kind of acting on her own. She is when things are going good with Red Sonja, she's sticking with Red Sonja. And here we go. We'll come back to this maybe. But when things go south, as you can see, they lose a couple of their members. There's only 4 of them fighting together here. 2 of them go down. The guy gets they only had 1 guy with him. He was beheaded, and the other woman was killed by an arrow. So as they go to recover, we get this like kind of flashback, because all of a sudden she's running off, and suddenly she's in jail. But this shows how she got to jail. Her accomplice here comes up and attacks her with a poison dart that puts her to sleep. Then she brings her into the town and sells her to the town, basically. And they put her on trial. So the Red Sonja stuff, maybe we'll come back through here real quick. And basically she kind of spills the beans on what's going on with this kingdom. Some of the townsfolk are on her side, some are against. They want to get her killed. She's supposed to be hung, and somehow she escapes, and it's by the help of the blonde lady who poisoned her and brought her in and sold her for gold. So she has all this gold now. And it just kind of ends. She just rides off with all this gold on her horse. And that's the end of the issue. So it's like no big story. Let's take a look at some of the other things that are going on. Ian Fleming's James Bond, Agent of Spectre, issue number 1's coming out soon. And that could be interesting because it's got a different writing team on it than the last one, which was a pretty poor run. Deja Thoris, Winter's End. That's Dan Abnett writing that one. And here we get a look at all the different covers that were for Red Sonja for this one issue. Mind you, just this one issue. This is kind of interesting. They have this poster here, this wanted poster. There's like 4 of them. And throughout the story, you see these posters hanging on the walls of the city that they go into. So that was kind of a clever idea to use that as the poster, as the cover as well. Then so we have this cover and this one here as well. And then the variants all together there. And some more variants. So these are black and whites. So interesting way that Dynamite does business, but they get people buying these issues and buying multiple issues because they get the different covers. So it actually works out well with them. The covers, like I said, have been better than the stories. And that goes for Vampirella and any crossover Red Sonja Vampirella. I think they have a superheroes, like a Justice League type thing going on. They have Sonjaverse. Sonjaversal, excuse me. So a lot going on with this. Let's go back and take a look at some of the other things that we saw earlier in here. There's somewhere in here. There we go. Vampirella versus Purgatory, issue 1. So there's another thing to look forward to. Got a little typo here. It should say written by Ray Fox or Folks. I'm not sure. Let's say. Illustrated by Alvaro Sarasagaro. So this, you can see that's going to be a pretty nice looking cover there as well, with Purgatory looking really cute. So, and then you have all these variants along the lines there too. And I think there was one for Red Sonja. Let's see if we can find it. Here we go. Red Sonja number 25. I'm not sure what difference of that is from this one, but maybe this is a continuing arc, 25 issues in. Special 25th issue, new creative team, Luke Lieberman, who wrote this one, and Drew Moss, who did not draw this one. So, and then you can see some of the variant covers for this one as well. And that's about it. So thank you for stopping by and listening to this review. The issue itself is not really a recommend. It's okay. It's an okay story. The cover, definitely the cover is a recommend, in my opinion. So I'm glad you stopped by to listen to the review. As always, please like, please subscribe if you haven't. Please leave comments. Love to hear from you. And thanks for stopping by the Temple of Tomes. This is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.